welcome. I'm Dee, and this is the Unguided Life where I am taking it one day at a time, bring you guys along for the journey to hold me accountable as I budget my way through life. We need to check in on our May budget. But before doing so, we need to do a couple things. First, let's grab us a quote. Let's see exactly what it's saying. And it said, let your thoughts give hope, guidance, and upliftment to all. And this is something I actually have been thinking about. So often myself, I speak negative thoughts, and then I start believing those negative thoughts, and then start playing out in my life. So yeah, I've been working on that because I've been working on me. So controlling my thoughts. That's what I've been working on for myself. Another thing we need to talk about is that it's just been busy. I've been very busy, so busy that one, I've been uploading videos, but they have been not at my normal time. Two is they're out of sequence. I honestly didn't realize it was out of sequence until it was time to gear up for today's check-in, and I went to go make sure I uploaded the check-in or the video for today, and I was like, where's that other video at? Yeah. So yeah, it's out of sequence. So by the time you see this, it'll be okay. But the April releasing of videos is kind of off. So yeah. And then I will say, even though we have a while in June, that's when I take off time for myself. It's my birthday month. I become very busy and I just don't have time to do the videos. Now I am going to do my budget because I still got to make sure I'm telling my money what to do, but I will not be coming on camera for the month of June budget. June budget, should I say. I will do the same thing. Like, I'll do a June budget, show you. I will film a closeout, but again, you won't see that. So because of how my videos run, it may look like I'm actively on YouTube in June, but no, I'll be mentally checked out for a good period of time, and that includes comments. So just keep that in mind. What else do I want to talk about? Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Oh, I was so busy that I didn't get a chance to go to the bank. And when I realized I needed to go to the bank, it was closed. So it won't be any of the savings challenge today. We'll just pick that up in week 2. So let's move this out the way. We pulled our monthly budget overview detail sheet because it tells us our monthly goals, our income, the expenses that we're expected to come out at any given period throughout the month. So week 1 of May went from April 22nd to, I'm going to say May 6th, but goes to April 28th, which is today. Okay. And so let's talk about a couple things. So these are the expenses that have come out. Now, this hasn't come out yet. I put a check because it normally comes out. So we're going to account for it. No, we're not going to account for it because it didn't clear the account. And I haven't even seen an email from them either. So I got to check that. But everything else has cleared the account and or my credit card. So we can account for that when we get to our weekly check-in sheet. I haven't did the appointment for the car inspection. I have been doing my side income, but we'll get into why this may have to assist me doing my May budget. And we did send some money to our car loan. So we'll see how much of that $250, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I didn't forgot. Okay, so this is what we need. Okay, so we sent 110. So we still have 140 to go. This is what the breakdown is for the next 2 weeks. So let's talk about the first week. And so let's come to our spending record. And if you see it, you believe it. Okay. I spent all of my envelope system on most of it. Yeah. Why D? Because I don't know. I was just swiping. And then I said, like, oh, try not to swipe your credit cards because it's kind of getting complicated. You're mixing up the transactions and you're, you know, pulling from this account when it's supposed to be from that account. Even though I do this thorough breakdown of my expenses and I write it down, my mind does not catch up. So I had an incident, but luckily these incidents are, I can correct them right away. I accidentally sent the money from my main account to the credit card. Yeah. And so what happened was when I did that, then the other transaction I pulled from another account thinking that I had it there. So I don't know if I explained it right. So let me do it again. So there was a transaction for when I went to get my medical massage done. Okay. I use my credit card that I don't monitor online. So when I went in and when I submitted for my FSA reimbursement and I received it, I thought I transferred or made the payment coming from the account that the money was pulled from. No, I actually accidentally pulled it from the envelope system. But I got a notification from Discover saying, hey, excuse me, ma'am, we're not going to be able to cover these other charges if you don't put no money in here. And so that's when I realized I didn't spend all my money in my spending record. So after I moved the money where it's supposed to be from one account to the other, I said, oh, I ain't got no money left. And I don't really have gas money left either. So you ain't going nowhere. You going a little. Luckily you filled up, but it's little. So yeah, I'm just like really sad about this because this has never happened before. I know with the situation had to do with me changing what I was eating because I'm working out and I wasn't looking for deals when I went and looked for food. So I just spent the money at a particular store. I went to another store. That's it. So I wasn't really looking to save or looking for the deals. I was just getting stuff so I can get it over with because I hadn't been really grocery shopping. And yeah, I needed to get back into that. So all of the food is gone. The gas. So after I filled up at $50, which is disgusting, it left me with $29. Okay. That will technically cover me for the second week if the gas wasn't so high. So it's still going down, but it's like sitting at a steady $3.79. Ain't nobody going a little bit lower. They over here, they teetering and they're going up a little, down a little. Additionally, with that, I spent $10 out of the gas budget, not on a gas purchase. It was just an over purchase of somewhere. So I didn't classify any of the transactions because after I seen there was no money left and there was no reason to go here and put all of them, detail them out. I went grocery shopping to grocery stores. I went to, Target because that's where I go. I went to a clothing store and then I ordered something online. So yeah, so this is where the situation happened. So how does that look for our weekly check-in? Let's see y'all. So for our transactions, we have, it was $206 for giving. And then we had $98, $10, $38, and $29. So $381 is what we're gonna get the right pen to do that. $381. and then we'll check the math after. Then for groceries is $150. For gas, it was $60. Household $40, personal $30. So the $12.55 minus $3.81 at least is what, $8.74, and that should be right, because then we just have the student loans and the rent for that pay period. So we're good to go with that. So we know that is right. So that's $8.74, and then we have 0 here. We have 19 here. We have 0 here and 0 here. So we're just going to move these numbers over here, because in our envelope system there's nothing there. So we're not going to pretend but we know we need to have food to eat, y'all. Okay, so I will be pulling from either my side income, but I'll be using my credit card. So I have to keep really detailed of what I'm spending on this credit card, so I make sure that money can go back where it's supposed to go. So that's 0 and that's 0. Okay,